We have updates on this where Anthony Joshua was in a horrific car crash today where two of his friends lost their life. So Anthony Joshua was sitting in the car in the back right hand side behind the driver, and the two men were both his close day one friends were sitting the other side of the car, and that's where the impact of the collision happened.
Guys, I'm sure we've all seen the news headlines. Your boy Anthony Joshua, Latif Ayodele, Senegal mate, all involved in an accident in Nigeria. Two people have lost their life. My condolences go to the family of the people who have lost their life. I hope they get as much support and help as they need. And, I hope the scene comes together and shows support as much as they need to. Guys, this is a very, very tragic event, man. Anthony Joshua was in Nigeria after his fight with Jake Paul. Obviously, he won. He was in Nigeria for the festive period, and he was with his two best friends. They weren't just his workmates, they weren't just people that he trained with. These guys was actually his lifelong friends, you know what I mean? And he's gone on holiday and basically coming back without his friends. Guys, put yourself in that predicament. It's a horrible, horrible thing. And there's footage of them when they just got to Nigeria playing table tennis and all that. They were just having a ball of a time. And I bet you at not any point did they predict that anything like this would have ever happened. And I think people need to realize that life is very short, guys, man. Don't let life pass you by, and don't not do things that you should do, because before you know it, you might not ever have a chance to do it. I.e., if you've got relationships that have broke down with loved ones or anything like that, these type of things should be messages and signs to show you that life is too short, man. And nothing is that serious that can't be mended, especially with a family member or a loved one. Do you know what I mean? But again, I want to send my condolences to Latif Ayodele and Senegal me. These guys were both 36 years of age, man. They were still young boys, bro. Still had the rest of their life ahead of them. And, they were all doing great things. Like, they were all doing good and positive things. One of them was working with kids in Nigeria, setting up foundations and schools and all these type of things. So it's like someone's been taken that is very, very valuable to our culture and to the people. Do you know what I mean? You got to think about that, man. I just love to know how Anthony Joshua is going to mentally deal with this after, because the footage of him when he got out of the car, I mean, do you know what gets me about this whole thing? It was chaos on top of chaos. It's like the first thing people thought to do was get their phone out and start recording. Do you know what I mean? And it's the same in the UK as well. As soon as a tragedy starts happening, first thing we think to do is get our phone out for content. Not everything's content. I get it. Some things have to be documented, and you could say I'm making this video, I'm spinning content out of it, but this is more about awareness for me. It's more about awareness and, documenting it and showing, because you got to support your people and your culture at the same time. Do you know what I mean? So Anthony Joshua needs to know that the culture has got him. He's going through a very, very, very difficult time right now. Unexplainable by words. So the only thing we can do is come together and show him and the family of the lads that have passed away that we've got them, that we're behind them. Do you know what I mean? And it's very important, man. So sometimes it's not about looking at things like content, but it's about looking at things as sharing, spreading a message and spreading awareness. That's more about like what my channel's about, So, but without no further ado, let's get into this video and then we'll come back, guys. Let's go.
We have updates on this where Anthony Joshua was in a horrific car crash today where two of his friends lost their life. So Anthony Joshua was sitting in the car in the back right hand side behind the driver, and the two men were both his close day one friends were sitting the other side of the car, and that's where the impact of the collision happened. It was them colliding into a stationary truck that caused this, which is quite common in Nigeria on that part of the road, and it was where you were sitting in the car as it collided against that truck if you survived this incident.
Guys, imagine thinking to yourself, that just that simple choice of where I chose to sit in that car was the difference between my life and both of my friends' lives. Because quite clearly, it was the choice of where he chose to sit that was the difference between his life and his friends. Because the position where Anthony sat was the position what received the least impact. It was the side of where his two friends are, rest in peace, that received the highest force of impact, which resulted in them losing their life. Sad situation, man. Very sad situation. And then you got to think about the trauma that's going to cause Anthony Joshua, the mental side of it, because he's going to have survivor's guilt. 100% he's going to have survivor's guilt. That was his two best friends. You can more or less say they're his family. Do you know what I mean? Bro, it's very, very sad, man. And you see these roads in Nigeria, on that road alone, since the 9th of October, there's been 73 fatal crashes. Like, why would they drive there? Why would they use that road? Do you know what I mean? Why would they use that road? And why would they not be more careful, man? Why, bro? Everything's why, like, why, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's sad, bro. It's sad. And not only that, one of the brothers that passed away, he was doing amazing work, man, in Nigeria. Like, helping the kids with school, funding, all of that, man. So, we've lost a valuable person, man. Do you know what I mean? We've really lost a valuable person, guys. I need you to get in the comments, show support for this video, and let the boy know that we've got him, man. Let the boy Anthony Joshua know that we're in full support of him. Our condolences go out to him, and we hope that this period is made as easy as possible. And, you know, I hope, let's give him the support that he needs, man, and show the family of Latif and Senna that we've got them, man. Do you know what I mean? I've got to keep looking at my page because my memory and my mind's very, very blank sometimes. So don't bear with me if you see me looking away from the camera. But let's get into this, man. Let's get into this. I know that Anthony Joshua was probably dazed, probably weren't even in his right mind at that point. But if that was me, and I've just had a crash like that, my friends are in a bad way, and I'm just seeing people around me pulling out their phones and recording, I would have been going mental. And I mean absolutely mental. Because, bro, that's what's wrong nowadays, bro. People see a tragedy, bro, and just want to start filming it. Like, that there literally looked like chaos on chaos. I said it already. It just looked like mayhem. No one looked like they cared. Do you get me? You could blatantly see that Anthony Joshua was well disorientated. People were like pulling him here, there, like, bro, it's madness. It's madness, bro. I feel for him, bro. I feel for Anthony, bro. The guy must be feeling so lost right now, bro. Went on holiday and came back without both of his friends. It's horrible, man. May them brothers rest in peace, and I hope all my condolences and best wishes go to their families, man. You know, I just hope they have a easy period, man. And, you know, people help them as much as we can. And, you know, just show support, innit? Just show support. But get in the comments and, you know, put a thumbs up if you're showing support of this video, man. But let's keep going.
The car swerved left and ended up banked on the central reservation as passengers flocked to help the injured. The car was apparently overtaken and driving at a speed. People were filming Anthony Joshua as he was in complete shock climbing out of the car, but miraculously has just got minor injuries. But minor injuries is one thing, it's the mental side of this. We see footage now surfacing of both these friends together in good spirits before the situation. This is the last footage of them together.
Show you the streets of Nigeria. Oluwasina, the first Iranian ever to step foot in Nigeria.
Hey, 2 times this year as well, that's crazy. April, December.
Oh, you're called Oluwasina now, bro.
Just look how happy they look, yeah, and carefree, man. Like, they had no idea what literally was coming to them, man. It's so sad, bro. And, you know, you could see the guys in the trucks, you know, they must have been their chauffeurs or whatever, or their bodyguards. Wouldn't they surely know the safest routes and all of that to travel? And I'm not putting this in the air, but I'm sure I heard something about they were going quite fast, innit? If you're on such a dangerous road, shouldn't them people that are drivers over there have known how to handle that road? I know you can't, I'm not naive, and I know you can't avoid everything, but you can minimize the risks of it. Do you know what I'm saying? By not traveling too fast abiding by the speed limit, you know, driving safe. You get me? Which personally, from what I've heard, I don't think the people who were driving were. I think they were driving fast. And I seen something. I looked for this video. It's been taken down. I tried to get it. It's been taken down. But I can't even remember the name of the person who made the video. But it's an absolute scumbag, bro. Because they're trying to put this whole conspiracy theory that, it's a sacrifice. Bro, listen, bro. Don't try and come and drag a man down in our culture. Drag one of our heroes down, bro. Do you get me? And try and slander his name about, it's a sacrifice. Why would he do that, bro? You not see you not see that the man's a lifelong friends, but why would the man sacrifice his friends? But I don't want to hear that, bro. You're lucky that video got took down, and you're lucky that I can't find your account. I swear to God, you're lucky I can't find your account, Carl. I'll put you on blast. Do you get what I'm saying? I'll put you on blast, definitely, bro. But yo, man, my thoughts, my condolences go out to Anthony Joshua and to the family of the people who lost their lives. It's a sad situation, man. I just hope Anthony Joshua a speedy recovery, and I hope that it don't weigh down on his mental too much. I know, obviously, he's lost his friends. That's going to be a very hard situation to cope with. And, you know, like I said, he's going to be feeling guilt, survivor's remorse. Get in the comments and let me know, guys. Do your homework on survivor's remorse. Do you get me? That's a serious thing. But all round bad situation, man. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, my condolences go out to the people who lost their life and their families. And I hope Anthony Joshua gets through this, you know, as much as he can. But you've got the full support of the culture, bro, man. You know, we're behind you and we support you, bro. Get in the comments, guys. Let me know what you think of this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You already know. Spill TV. Lock in or get locked out. Don't sleep on me.